going on, my friend? Good to see you again. It's been a little bit. Welcome to my new office. So today we're going to talk about the transfer of trust in a sales process that is absolutely vital. So I'm going to show you the intro real quick and then we'll dive in. All right, so in any sales process, there's going to come a point at which you are done with your intel gathering and then it's time to make a prescription or present your product. And this is a pivotal moment that, if done correctly, is going to allow you to sell things for way higher price points than if done incorrectly, or possibly save a sale that wouldn't have been made otherwise. Now, there's a really simple principle in the medical space that applies to the sales space 100%, and that is that prescription without diagnosis is malpractice. Just imagine if you were to go into the doctor's office, regardless of your stance on Western medicine, you go into the doctor's office, and instead of actually ever being seen by a doctor, the girl at the front, she just hands you a bottle of pills. Now, would you trust that? Would you end up taking them? Chances are slim. You probably wouldn't. And if you would, I mean, whoa, dude, maybe reconsider. But if that were the case, you wouldn't take the pills because you don't feel like you were diagnosed. So how could you trust the prescription? Now, as you watch back on past videos, learning things like mirroring and labeling, for example, you're going to establish a connection with your prospects. So you're already moving towards them trusting you as an advisor that's going to give them direction that they're going to move forward with. But this specific point in the conversation, as you move from intel gathering or asking the 7 questions that must be asked in order to create objection-free closed sales, which if you haven't picked up the guide is down below me, or just go to Eilertson.com and you'll find it there. At that point in the conversation, the way that you word this might be different. So obviously choose the words that are aligned to your offer and that are aligned with how you would naturally communicate, so it doesn't sound like you're an engineered robot. That's also important. But what I would like to say in the majority of my sales conversations would be like, okay, now, Jim, based on everything you've shared with me today, it sounds like we could really help you out. And I've got some thoughts as far as what that would look like. But before we move on, do you feel like I have all the information that I need in order to give you proper guidance? Or have we possibly missed anything you think I need to know? This simple question must be a part of your sales process because this is the transfer of trust. This is where your prospect is going to then say, no, Grant, Jim, Bob, whatever. No, I think that you've got everything that you need. Or no, I think we've covered it. Or, no, I don't think there's anything else. So let me just reiterate. Now, based on everything you've shared with me, it sounds like we could really help you out, and I'm happy to walk you through it if you'd like, but before we get to that, is there anything else that you feel we've missed? Anything you think I need to know in order to give you proper guidance that we haven't already covered? Absolutely key. We need them to say, and here's the more important part, hear themselves say,
no, I think we've covered it.
Because at that point, then when you go into your presentation or your prescription component of the sales process, they will actually trust what it is that you are presenting. So make sure that you remember this for your next sales conversation. And if you haven't already binged the rest of the content here, well, go ahead and do that, because I guarantee going through the videos on this channel will make you a ton of money. Okay? I promise. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one.